Greetings, life forms. I'll show you how I took this glass box and put this ecosystem in. Substrate, I'm using Fluval substratum, which is aqua soil. In the Microverse, we call it aqua earth. This cube measures about 35 by 35 by 35 centimeters. This was gifted to me by Greg of Beneath the Canopy Exotics. Go follow him on Instagram. He makes amazing PVC enclosures. I have a good selection of hardscape elements, including dragonstone and some unidentified driftwood. If this driftwood looks familiar to you, or you know what type it is, let me know in the comments below, okay? I'm also using a sponge filter attached to an air pump. In the back right, I'm creating a cliff of sorts. I want to elevate that landmass and then use the dragonstone to create a sort of cliff. Cliff-like structure? A cliff-looking doohickey. A cliff. I wanted to create a cliff. I start filling up the tank. I use Scaping Prime to condition the water, and I use a paper towel to prevent the finer particles from going into the water column. Aquaria exports local flora to the embassy from time to time. All import and export footage has been censored due to sensitive diplomatic relations between the Kingdom of Aquaria and the nation of Crustacea and its embassies. I then adjust a few things with the hardscape before letting the dust settle and doing periodic water changes for a week. Dear life, the Kingdom of Aquaria needs your help. None of its citizens have fingers and are unable to push buttons. If you are a life form that has fingers, push a couple of buttons down there. Do it for the good of the kingdom, for the good of the kingdom, for the good of the kingdom, for the good of the kingdom. The intention initially was to use Rotunda rotundifolia. I always love saying Latin plant names, it just rolls off the tongue. Rotunda rotundifolia. And this other plant that I'm not 100% sure what it's called, but again, if this looks familiar to you or you know what it's called, let me know in the comments below. I want to plant stem plants in there and have it look like a sort of dark forest. This aquarium was meant to be a shrimp breeding facility, but eventually became a refuge for two Killies of the Clown, who debuted in The Secrets of the Microverse episode Return to Aquaria. If you haven't seen it yet, here's a quick recap. Previously on Secrets of the Microverse, Minimus would run and hide and asked the great deity Lifeform to help end his suffering. Lifeform took pity on poor defenseless Minimus and quickly found a place for Minimus and his mate Minima to take refuge. Thus Minima and Minimus had to, as Aquarians have done for 40 years, make the great pilgrimage. This time, due to well-established diplomatic relations, thanks to Kyle's sweet dance moves, Minima and Minimus were all but guaranteed asylum in the embassy of the great nation. And all they had to do was learn to dance. Some time had passed before I discovered that the dance that Minima and Minimus had learned was the dance of romance. And the dance of romance was indeed fruitful. A while later, I've discovered this little guy. I call him Minimo, who actually turned out to be a girl, and now I call her Minimita. And very much like her parents, she loves to dance.